Today's video is sponsored by DoorDash. More on that in just a little bit. Good morning from the Universal Orlando parking garage. We're headed in today because the last time we were here, it was Christmas time. And now it is not. It is January. It's actually January 22nd. So we're headed in today. We got some announcements that we have to go over. And then there was some new food that we showed on Instagram. Oh, it got dark. And then just kind of like go to Universal. Also, Mardi Gras is coming up very soon. So we're gonna talk a little bit about Mardi Gras and the different acts that are coming and the food that's coming, and just, let's go to Universal. Let's do it. As we're heading through City Walk, it feels pretty good out here, like not very busy. And I like that. I like that it feels not very busy. This is me thinking about how it's not very busy today. Because we're kind of in between seasons right now here at Universal Studios, they have Wicked for Good still on display here at the Universal Studios store, which will soon be changing to Mardi Gras. And I say this because Mardi Gras will be starting on February 7th, coming up pretty soon. Hitchcock would be proud. There's a kiosk out here with all kinds of Minion stuff. Kevin, Stewart, and Bob. Some interesting stuff. I like this like skeleton one. That's fun. But like a lot of it doesn't really make sense to me. Are people this into Minions? Some interesting stuff here because this is all Rainbow Bright. On this side, do people know who Rainbow Bright is anymore? $65. Rainbow Bright and whatever makes you happy. These are fun. Oh, see, okay, I like the Snoopy stuff. Sometimes when Oliver first saw Snoopy, he called him Sneaky. So we like to say that this is a Sneaky bag. It's a $70 bag, but I like the handles on it a lot. It's also pretty decently sized. It's like a small suitcase. And the thing that we got the announcement for most recently is that the thing that is replacing Rip Ride Rockit is Fast and Furious Hollywood Drift, which is the name of the roller coaster that they have mostly built out in California at Universal Studios Hollywood. It's a Fast and Furious themed roller coaster, and we're getting our own version of it over here. You can see they've already started pouring footers and stuff for the roller coaster. So Fast and Furious Hollywood Drift, really cool roller coaster. It is a spinning, launching roller coaster themed after Fast and Furious. So it means that the cars can spin on top of the train, and it's also a launching coaster. Excited to see it. It's an Intamin, so it should be fun. Like, I'm excited for it. Came over a little bit further towards NBC Grill Brew, so that you could, NBC Grill Brew is at my back right now, just so you guys could see how we can see the footers over here as we look over the wall. Another thing to note is that it seems to be coming out further than Rip Ride Rockit ever did. So before, the walkway used to be set back from the water a little bit, and now they've kind of moved it out, right? Or am I imagining this? So the construction fences are definitely further out than the perimeter of Rip Ride Rockit used to be. Another thing that's gonna be changing soon is this archway should get a Mardi Gras medallion soon. So like I said, Mardi Gras does start on February 7th, and it ends on April 4th. So we've got a pretty long experience ahead of us, a long little Mardi Gras season, and we love a long season. People often come up to me and ask if I can take their photo on their phones, and I'm kind of bad at taking photos. So I'm always like, yeah, I'll take your photo, but like, just be aware that it might not be good. Still 55 minutes for Despicable Me Minion Mayhem. However, a lot of the other rides, very short wait. Even Escape from Gringotts is only a 25-minute wait. 10 minutes, 5 minutes, lots of short waits today. Did also want to mention that I have heard little rumblings that the meet and greet that was here with Elphaba and Glinda has ended. There goes Scooby and Shaggy heading off. Here's something that I haven't seen before out in front of Born Stuntacular. There's an A-frame sign saying the show times and a QR code for you to scan for more information about Born Stuntacular. I do also want to mention that here at the Hollywood Brown Derby behind me, hey, how's it going?
How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good now that I have a camera in front of me.
Oh, yeah.
Having a good day?
So far, so good. I just walked in.
What are you filming?
I was talking about how the store hadn't opened yet.
What store?
The Brown Derby.
The deals store.
Yeah.
You gotta get some deals, okay? They got some good stuff in there that are very discounted, okay?
I heard that the Christmas stuff was on sale.
Yes. And you know what is good about Christmas? It comes every year.
That's true.
So you can get your Christmas gifts now and save them for the end of the year.
I know.
It's just smart thinking, and that's why my brain is so big. My head, it's because I'm smart,
Ah. I knew it.
Lovely to see you.
It was great to see you.
You keep moving along. Okay?
I will. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
It's funny because I wear this lavalier for me, but I don't know if you guys could hear what she was saying. She said she's got a big head because she's got a big brain in there. And so she was saying that it's smart for you to buy your Christmas stuff from the Brown Derby while it's on sale now, because Christmas comes every year. So you don't have to worry about it next year if you buy your Christmas stuff now. Which I don't know what time it opens, but there is a little bit of a line waiting outside for it to open. Kind of hard to see through the window, but I do love this bird stuff. It's pretty awesome. Also, the Jaws stuff is good too. It's just being scary back there. I like it. They're just making sure, being inconspicuous. Oh no, was Scooby gonna pee on that bush? We're gonna head into the Five and Dime and have a little bit closer look at some of this merch that we were just looking at through the windows. But before we check that out, a word about today's sponsor. Today's video is sponsored by DoorDash. With DoorDash, you can have almost anything from your local neighborhood delivered. Food, flowers, alcohol, retail items, and more straight to your door. We just got back from a week-long cruise, so we didn't have much in the fridge after being away, and we didn't want to think about making dinner. That's why we had dinner delivered through DoorDash. They really saved the day. Not only was it fast, easy, and reliable to get the food we wanted delivered right to our door, it freed up time so we could get settled back in after our trip. And it just so happened that the restaurant that we picked was offering a deal that day because DoorDash offers everyday deals, restaurant promos, and they have clear pricing so you know what your food is going to cost when you're ordering it. DoorDash is designed to make delivery smooth, dependable, and stress-free with sealed orders, tracking, and customer care. It was quick too. Our order only took about 30 minutes to arrive. So if you want to try DoorDash for yourself, you can use the QR code on the screen or the link in the description down below, and be sure to use the discount code TIMQ126 for 50% off up to $10 for your first DoorDash order of $15 or more. Not valid on alcohol orders or restricted store IDs. I want to say thank you to DoorDash for sponsoring today's video, and now back to the video. I thought this was a hat. Oh man, they're little slippers. It makes more sense as slippers, but man, if this was a hat, ooh, I think I would have lost it. They have some good stuff. Hill Valley High, little orange puffer vest, a Happy Gilmore collection. Ooh, I like a Happy Gilmore collection. That's really fun. This is amazing. Tap, tap, taparoo. A little Happy Gilmore dad hat. These are fun. A bird's umbrella? Like, how great is that? Does this show what it looks like on the inside? No, I'd have to open it up and should I do that? Isn't that bad luck? But I feel like there would be birds. A little like bird's head scarf. Amazing. These are good. Whoever is on the like merchandise team for this stuff, you're doing great. Oh yeah, there it is. There's the birds inside the bird's umbrella. Although I can see through it very readily, so I don't know how good this will do in the sun or in the rain, but it looks cool. So like the irony, I don't know if it's irony. What is this? Like, this is a laptop case for something from 40 years ago. Like a movie that came out 40 years ago, they have a laptop case for. And laptops weren't around 40 years ago. But it is about the future. I consider myself a fairly, like, astute person. Like, I can figure things out sometimes. Sometimes I can't, but I feel like sometimes I can. I get it, the hoverboard from Back to the Future, right? But what is this? Like, what do you put in here? Because there's no strap for it. Like, it's not a purse. It's not a belt bag. It's just like a padded bag with a zipper on it. It's like a pocket that you can hold. It's a holding pocket. Because I guess for a moment I forgot that people, like, this could be like a toiletry bag or like a makeup brush bag or like a pencil case. I don't know, I was kind of thinking you would like want to have it on your person, like a purse. A person purse. You can see now that we're done with the holiday season, the holiday tribute store has been removed. It's not here any longer. The next one should be over in New York, as they like to bounce back and forth between the two for Mardi Gras. As we get over here to Central Park, we can see they've started setting up the stages for Rock the Universe, which is a Christian music festival that happens here at Universal Studios Florida. So we made our way over sort of back towards the front here. That's where we came in. I'm going to show you some more preparations for Rock the Universe, which will be the 23rd and the 24th of January. So tomorrow, for me tomorrow, for you guys probably today that are watching this. And then after Rock the Universe is done, then we'll start to get more set up for Mardi Gras, because Mardi Gras does have a concert series that happens with the event that is included in your ticket into the park. So I wanted to go over with you guys the musical acts that are coming for Mardi Gras, because there's some really good ones and some really interesting ones. So February 7th, Cascade, a DJ set. February 14th, Portugal the Man. February 15th, Ivy Queen. February 21st, Joey Fatone and AJ McLean. February 28th, RuPaul, a DJ set. March 7th, Shaggy. March 13th, Tyler Hubbard. March 14th, Bebe Rexha. March 15th, Zed. March 21st, Bare Naked Ladies. And March 28th, All American Rejects. And I think that usually I would say All American Rejects will be the biggest crowd of the event, but I think there's some really big names in there, and I think that there's gonna be a lot of very busy nights for sure. But it is included in the cost of your admission, or if you have an annual pass, it's included in your annual pass. So you can come in, get set up to watch the concert, watch the parade, get some food, and enjoy yourselves. It's a really fantastic event. So last year we came and we saw T-Pain, and it was a fantastic concert. Actually, his first time back in Florida in a really long time. We'll put a link to that video in the description down below. You can see some more work happening on Fast and Furious back there. They're drilling pilings right now. Look at that. That's cool to see. So you can see they've already started to put up some lighting towers to help light the parade as it comes through. We got a sign for Fast and Furious Hollywood Drift. We'll go over there in just a second. Speaking of Mardi Gras, we do have some Mardi Gras food booths that have already started setting up. Nola Bayou, and then we've got one over here that's New Orleans themed to King Gator, which is the closing float of the parade every year. Smells like fresh paint out here. Fast and Furious Hollywood Drift, new roller coaster coming in 2027 to Universal Orlando Resort. I was thinking that maybe if this happened, they would have called it like Orlando Drift, but I guess it makes sense because this is still Universal Studios, a Hollywood themed theme park. I wonder if they're still gonna bring the roller coaster through the window and Vin Diesel will shout, "Ride or die," when he jumps through there. World's first club on the moon, Club Moon, open nightly except Mondays. New location opening soon. Open mic nights, slow jams, dance battles, celebrity whispers, and more. Follow the beat to our new digs just down the road from 30 Rock in association with the New York City Late Evenings Fund. What do you think this is? Oh, and auditions for Battle of the Bands. We the People, Friday, October 25th. Auditions will be held at 5 p.m. in the school gymnasium. Must bring your own instruments. 3 p.m. after school. Okay. There's Jake and Elwood, across from Finnegan's on Delancey Street. And then We Repair Everything, broken VCR, static television. Our technicians can fix it or sell it for parts. As we were kind of like looking around back here, we noticed that there's a whole structure that they've started building back there for Hollywood Drift. And then King Kong, the 8th wonder of the world, the Museum of Antiquities. Also, I wonder what was covered over here. Oh, it was like an Amity Tours type thing maybe? Passing by Revenge of the Mummy, which is temporarily closed right now. They've got some games out front and some very tall men out front too. I like how we're listening to I Will Survive. Came around the corner to find another stage for Rock the Universe. This one's called the Fan Zone. You know what they should have in here? Lots of fans. So as we were passing by Mummy, I wanted to mention something that's really unique that Universal is doing. So instead of giving you a button that says I'm celebrating my birthday, or you could be celebrating anniversary or anything like that, or you could just be celebrating coming to the park, instead of giving you a button like say Disney does, they have started giving out these bracelets. And so they have attraction specific ones, and they have just general I'm celebrating or happy birthday bracelets. Let me show you guys. So you can see I've got Born Stuntacular here, just like it's my birthday. Men in Black, Alien Attack, Transformers there, Revenge of the Mummy, Horror Makeup Show, Jimmy Fallon, Race Through New York. And these are the attractions that are available. And then the happy birthday one comes in 3 different colors. And the happy birthday one could also say I'm celebrating. Here's one from the Mummy, says I'm celebrating, or Horror Makeup Show says I'm celebrating. So it's kind of a neat thing. Right now, these are only happening at Universal Studios Florida for the attraction specific ones. If you go over to Islands of Adventure, they might have some I'm celebrating ones for you to have, but they don't have any attraction specific ones over at Islands of Adventure just yet. All right, continuing through New York and making our way into San Francisco. We gotta stop by, look at the size of this pigeon. We're gonna stop by Fast and Furious Supercharged. So with the announcement of the news of Fast and Furious Hollywood Drift, we did also get the news that Fast and Furious Supercharged will permanently close in 2027 with no known replacement as of right now. So If you guys like this ride, better get over here and ride it. As we're passing by, I wanted to stop into the San Francisco Candy Company because it's an interesting store. Sometimes they have interesting things in there. So let's go inside and see what they have. They got some Scooby-Doo merch over here. What is this? Scooby Snacks. It's exciting. What do you think the Scooby Snacks are? Just sugar for $6. If you guys are interested in the Big Pink, which is the Big Pink donut that they serve over in Springfield, you can come in here and get one. You don't have to wait in line over at Springfield. Also, if you're a fan of fudge, this is the place to stop. Or also cookies. Man, oh, a Brookie. I love cookies. This peanut butter cup cookie is so good. Man. They also have some wicked stuff in here. This is also something that I'm always surprised when I see it at theme parks is these candied apples. I don't know that I've ever seen anybody walking around with a candied apple. I've seen people with like turkey legs, but never a candied apple. Because we are near where the old location of Amity was, we do have some Jaws merch inside of the store here. And some of the stuff that's was also available over in the Five and Dime. This is a fun hat. It's like a little shark took a bite out of it. Kitty White dressed up as a Jaws. So just so we're clear, this is a real girl dressed up as a cat, dressed up as a shark. Also, Universal, when you guys close down Fast and Furious Supercharged, let me have that Stingray. Let me have it. All right, we're headed into Diagon Alley. Well, we're headed into the London waterfront, which in turn we will go into Diagon Alley. We got some news about some merch over here in Harry Potter. Has this sign for the Leaky Cauldron always been here? Oh, is this like, okay, so this is like a magical section that got exposed, right? You can tell because the facades are a different color. Okay, so like when the walls expand out and you get the magical things that show up to us that are magically inclined, that's why you can see the advertisement for the Leaky Cauldron here. So the same can be noticed about number 12 here, where if we look long enough up here at this window, we can see the house elf creature peeking out from behind the curtains. There he comes. There he is. He's looking to see what's happening out here. As we're coming in here, we're over by the Hopping Pot, which is where you can get your butterbeer inside of Diagon Alley here. But the amount of water that's on the ground out here just from this one fountain effect is wild. Let's see if it happens. So if you guys don't know, this is a water fountain. And if you have your wand, you can set off the water fountain that's kind of like right here. And you can drink out of the water fountain. But if you do it wrong, or every third or fourth time or so, water will just shoot out the top of the tower here and get you right in the face. We do have the Time Turner popcorn bucket inside the land. It has been so long that I've been inside of this land that I don't even remember this popcorn cart being here. So we're also offering a butterbeer ice lolly, as well as Hogwarts House ice lollies. Huckleberry and grape for Ravenclaw, coconut and matcha for Slytherin, peach and strawberry for Gryffindor, and pineapple milk chocolate for Hufflepuff. I feel like none of those make sense to me. Like, I don't feel when I'm like, what do you think of when you think of Slytherin? I'm like, coconut and matcha. Maybe huckleberry and grape for Ravenclaw. But peach and strawberry? I don't know. I think it's just because of the colors, right? Yeah. That was fun. All right, I went with the Ravenclaw one. Huckleberry and grape. You'll be my huckleberry. The colors are a little bit off there. I feel like the color of the purple is the same color as the bottom there. But yeah, not quite the same colors. All right, I've got bad teeth, but I'm gonna bite into this this icy goodness. It's very hard. It is frozen solid. I mean, huckleberry is pretty good. It's like a deeper blueberry flavor. If you've ever had huckleberry, this tastes like huckleberry. I'm gonna try to get some of the grape too. Here's what I like. I like that it's not any artificial grape flavor, more of a natural grape flavor and more of a natural huckleberry flavor. But there is the hint of the added sugars everywhere in this thing. It is sweeter than I was expecting. Actually, that bite was extremely sweet, but still pretty tasty. I think the kids will really enjoy this. It's great for a hot summer day, but it will melt fast on a hot summer day. Also, we checked on the allergens. These are made with coconut milk. The butterbeer version is made with like cow's milk, real milk. So if you have a milk allergy, you can partake. So here's a fun fact that I haven't shared for a while. So back here at Gringotts, this is a Harry Potter and Escape from Gringotts. There's a roller coaster in this area, and you enter in here, and then you exit the ride through the gift shop here at Wiseacres. And inside Wiseacres, we have these telescopes. And because this used to be the area where Jaws was, some of these little handles here were the steering wheels from Jaws, the attraction. So they did repurpose them and put them back here as like a little Easter egg for what used to stand in this location. Ladies and gentlemen, or everybody, I found the history of Hogwarts. This is fully unabridged. This is everything you ever need to learn or know about Hogwarts. It is all here on these pages. So something that's new in the Wizarding World of Harry Potter is this. This is a rain poncho. It says it's also like sun, 50 SPF. So it says water resistant, and it gives you a 50 SPF boost for like the sun. But it's $50 for like a poncho. And you see it's like, doesn't have sleeves. It just kind of buttons underneath the arms. And it's a poncho. And the back of it just has the Hogwarts crest on it with all the different houses. It's very lightweight. I like it a lot. Like, I feel like this is a better option than the actual house robes, because those house robes are so thick and heavy for the hot Florida sun. All right, we are headed out of Diagon Alley, passing by my favorite man with a fish on his head, not facing this way. I remember asking years ago about this thing and why it's here. Nobody has an answer. They just said it was interesting. Do you guys know the answer? Well, it's only a 10-minute wait for King's Cross. We're gonna head over to Islands of Adventure to get some lunch. I do think it's interesting, like the motion sickness and stuff like that. I don't think this sign makes it seem like a more severe ride than it is. It's not bad. These seem to be 48 inches, need to be accompanied by a supervising adult, but there is no height limit for the Hogwarts Express. All right, we're headed into King's Cross. You do need a park-to-park ticket to ride the Hogwarts Express because you do leave Universal Studios Florida and head over to Islands of Adventure. We're gonna go through the wall. Here I go. I'm going. I'm running through. Oh, I ran into a brick wall. I thought the owl was inside of its cage. It's not, it's out. Shows how long it's been since I've been here. He's looking at me. You can see the cable system that drives the train back and forth. So basically, there are two trains, one on either side of a cable, and they both go on the same tracks. It splits in the middle, and they go next to each other. And then they both come into the station, their respectable stations, at the same time. So either 9 3/4 here, or Hogwarts at the other end. And that is why it comes in backwards. Because this way, it arrives to Hogwarts forwards. We're off. When this ride or when this mode of transportation first opened, they were like discouraging people from filming on board, and they kind of relaxed on that because I don't think they could really control it. Everybody's got their phones out at all times. There he is, he's got my letter. Ooh, spooky birds. Oh, a skull. This guy's just trying to get to his train car, and Harry Potter comes in, ruins his day. And there you can see it pulls in forward to this location. So it looks like a normal train, but as people are loaded onto this and it's heading back to platform 9 3/4, it is going to go backwards out of this station. And we've made it over here to Hogsmeade. But we're gonna head to Toon Lagoon. What would be the easiest way to get to Toon Lagoon? I guess through this way. All right, let's head, and now we've made it like through Hogwarts here. There's the castle. And now we're headed into Jurassic Park to head to Toon Lagoon. Welcome to Jurassic Park. Looking at the wait time for Velocicoaster, even though it's not a very busy day, still a long wait for Velocicoaster at 65 minutes. Here's a fun bit of Universal lore. There was a point in time where this Spinosaurus had kittens living in its mouth. Continuing our way through Jurassic Park and heading, first we gotta get to Kong, Skull Island, Reign of Kong. Then we'll be in Toon Lagoon, where we can go to Ale to the Chief and get the food that we're looking for, a walking taco. Jurassic Park River Adventure currently closed for scheduled maintenance, reopening late 2026. That is wild. What are they doing in there that it's gonna take a full year? There's a photo op here in front of the old entrance to River Adventure, where you could look as if you were sitting on a toilet and a T-Rex is eating you while you're on the toilet. As I was taking my toilet photo, a team member walked by and said, there's a real toilet that you can sit on in the store. And I said, thank you. Me walking into the gift shop saying, I was told there was a real toilet I could use or sit on. There it is. A real toilet. But the T-Rex isn't around you as it is in the photo op. But it is. You could take like a series where you sit on this one and they're like, oh no, the T-Rex is coming, and then you go out and take the other one where the T-Rex has its mouth around you. Last time we were here, I don't think this was open because they were refurbishing it, repainting it and everything. And now, Ripsaw Falls has reopened. Let's see if it comes. Okay, the gates just came up. There it goes. Whee! Soaked. All right, after we made it past Ripsaw Falls, we've come up to Ale to the Chief. And we're gonna get this Fritos barbecue pulled pork walking tacos. Oh, the Doritos golden sriracha street corn sounds good too. Captain Crunch cinnamon sugar donut holes. Got a lot of interesting things going on at this booth. The Doritos golden sriracha street corn is also new. Look at this bag for the Doritos golden sriracha. But I went with the Fritos. Fritos barbecue pulled pork walking taco is what I went with. I like that Fritos have been so synonymous with the walking taco that they make a special bag for walking tacos. Oh my goodness, that looks amazing. Look at how good that looks in there. So this was $14.99. It has Fritos corn chips, pulled pork, golden barbecue sauce, coleslaw, Tostitos, and nacho cheese sauce. What are Tostitos? All right, let's give it a try here. I'm gonna get some pulled pork. I'm using my fork, so I don't know how it's gonna work. Let's see. Try to get some Fritos and some pulled pork. The idea is you're supposed to just like scoop it with the Fritos, but fantastic. So good. Salty, crunchy, porky. Like, this is so good. I'm like shaking my head in disbelief how good this is. This is amazing. This is the way that barbecue should be. I'm sorry, that seems like an inflammatory statement. That seems like a hot take, but I think it's true. I think barbecue should be served on top of Fritos. After eating our walking taco, we were kind of in the Toon Lagoon area, and I came over to the bathrooms, and I noticed this vending machine over here where you can get baby bottles, underwear, deodorant, like breath strips, or like toothbrush, all kinds of stuff. Diapers, Pepto-Bismol, Imodium, allergy stuff. It was amazing. There are tampons, hair ties. That's wild. Feel bad for Cyclops standing over there. Nobody's there to meet and greet him. But there's a big long line for Captain America. Let's go into Islands of Adventure Trading Company before we leave and see what they have in here. See if there's any sort of merch that we haven't seen yet. Oh, some Wicked Spirit jerseys. This one's cool. I like this. That's fun. Also, spoiler alert, what the heck? And they have Stanleys that are themed to Wicked. So here they are, the two of them together. This one's a little bit green, this one's a little pink and purple. And green and black, pink and purple. And that matches their dresses on this shirt. Is this a actual like Starbucks cup? No, it's just like, looks like a Starbucks cup. I gotta admit, like if you hadn't seen the movie, Dorothy's not even, she's a background character. But like the Tin Man, and I get it, like it's the story of the Wizard of Oz. You're not spoiling the story of the Wizard of Oz. But like, it's a little bit of a spoiler, right? Or am I just overthinking it? Might be overthinking it. I do like that they have Teacher of All the Things for the teachers' shirts, but then there's also Teacher of All the Things spirit jerseys. That's fun. And also, was the Cat in the Hat actually a teacher? Or more of like a menace? So like, I would have, like, say maybe father of a couple of things. Not all of them. With the popularity of blind boxes, we've got some How to Train Your Dragon blind boxes here, as well as some Kung Fu Panda pudgy blind boxes. So a little like little pudgy guys. On the way out of Islands of Adventure, we did just get a brand new mural here talking about Isles of Adventure Uda toilet spray since 1999. Oh, it looks like a little aerosol can. Like a little, that's fun. I like that. Like a perfume bottle. They should sell that. They should make a perfume bottle and have it be like that. So there you have it. That was our trip out to Universal Studios Florida and over to Islands of Adventure to check out everything that's going on. We're getting ready for Mardi Gras. Very excited for that. We also got to see some new stuff in Diagon Alley. Been a while since we've been in there. And we got to try some delicious food over at Islands of Adventure. Glad to be back at Universal Studios and excited to see what all is coming. Also super excited for Fast and Furious Hollywood Drift. Can't wait to see how that turns out. So all in all, a fantastic day. And with that being said, we are off. We'll see y'all tomorrow. And now it's time to pay the price.